What's up everybody, Brett Medlock here, and today I wanted to talk about Nintendo's E3 2018 and what I think we're going to see. So here are my predictions. Some of them are pretty typical, others more pie in the sky, probably not going to happen stuff, but I'm just going to jump right in. Before I jump into the games, I'm going to talk about what I think Nintendo's going to do with their online subscription service. I don't think it's just going to be you pay to play online. I think we're going to get some cool stuff out of it. Talked about this in the past, but I think one of the things we're going to get every month if we're subscribed to this service is free games. Nintendo had spoke previously about maybe there being like one free game a month, but then it's gone after the month is up and then you can buy it whenever that's over with. I honestly think they're going to scrap that idea because it didn't get a good reaction from the world. So I think they're going to do something more along the lines of PlayStation Plus and Microsoft's Games with Gold, or maybe even Game Pass to go further with it. I think that we could definitely see Nintendo include like multiple games a month, whether they're smaller or bigger games. I highly doubt they're going to give us bigger games. They are Nintendo. They're pretty stern on how much they're charging for their games usually. So I think we're going to see classic games like from the NES and SNES days in this subscription service. Maybe even give us some online capabilities. That would be awesome. I could totally be wrong though. It might just be pay to play online, but I highly doubt Nintendo's going to go into this just doing that. I think they're going to offer us something better, and honestly I hope they do. With all these subscription services that are going around, and a lot of them are like really awesome. I think Nintendo really has the catalog of games to go really far with this and give us a bunch of awesome stuff. But aside from the online stuff, I think this is going to roll out with Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch. And I don't know what it's going to be called. I don't know what Smash Bros. Is going to be on Switch. Is it going to be a port? Is it going to be brand new? I personally think that we're going to see it as a new game, but it's going to have a lot of the old assets, but with a bunch of new characters and maybe even a single-player mode similar to what we've got in Brawl. I really hope so, because I actually liked that Subspace Emissary mode in Brawl. And while I'm on the Smash Brothers topic, I will just say, when it comes to that game, I just hope Nintendo kills it with characters. I want to see some third-party stuff. I want to see some Nintendo stuff that we haven't gotten for some reason. It's a world of possibilities out there, and with games like Crash Bandicoot coming to the Switch and the rumored Spyro games coming, I wouldn't be surprised if those characters popped up in Smash. As you know, they are really iconic, just like a lot of the Nintendo characters in Smash Brothers. One thing I really want, and I'm pretty sure the whole world wants, is Virtual Console on Switch. We want our classic games, even if we have to rebuy them, even if we already own them on Wii U, although it would be nice to have them finally tied to an account system, which the Switch has. So if I'm going to buy this game one more time, I'll do it on Switch, and then I want to keep them forever, Nintendo, just so you know. But anyway, I think we could actually see this coming out on Switch. I think it's going to be a slow rollout, similar how it was on Wii U. I would honestly be surprised if it went as fast as the Wii catalog though, but somewhere in the middle would be nice. I think that Nintendo might even go as far to upgrade these games. Like, instead of just getting a GameCube game and its normal like resolution, we might see some GameCube games like up-res to 1080p or 720p or whatever. I think that would be awesome, especially when it comes to like Nintendo first-party games. They age so well when all you do is just up-res them to HD. Like, it's insane. Like, I don't know if you've seen like the Dolphin emulators, but Nintendo's games up-res look fantastic, and I would love to play them on Switch. I would love to buy all of them. Nintendo, just take my money. Come on, give us Virtual Console already. Lastly, when it comes to the stuff outside of games, I think we're going to see more applications on Switch. I don't know if this will get announced at E3, but I think it's bound to happen soon, or hopefully before E3, but we're going to see stuff like Netflix and YouTube and Twitch available on Switch. I still find it kind of odd that all we have right now is Hulu. I figured that like Netflix would want to get their stuff on like the fastest selling console of all time, but I don't know, maybe they're just taking it slow because they got burnt out on like another platform. I think the Switch has proven what it's capable of, and I would love to see these applications finally on it. I mean, we got Twitch on Vita like a couple years ago, and we still haven't got it on Switch. Come on. Now, on to the games. The games I want to see at Nintendo's E3 presentation are, first off, Fire Emblem. This is one of the games I'm super looking forward to, mainly because I haven't been into the series in such a long time. Back in my day, I played the one on GBA and GameCube whenever I was young, and I absolutely loved those games, and for some odd reason, I never really jumped back in. After that, I heard that Awakening was amazing on 3DS, and I had played it a little, but it just wasn't the time for me to play a game like that, and I ended up failing everyone and I quit playing it. But I still enjoyed my time with it, but I'm really excited to finally jump back in full-blown on the Switch. We haven't seen this series on console in a long time, and I think this game's actually going to look breathtaking, might actually take full advantage of what the Switch hardware has to offer. We've already seen Nintendo do like beautiful artistic styles with ARMS and Mario Kart and Super Mario Odyssey and Zelda, All those games are breathtaking, but Fire Emblem has more like a realistic style graphics, even though it's more fantasy. But I would like to see what it can look like on Switch. I think it's going to be awesome. We don't know much about it, but they have announced that it's a thing, it's happening, and I'm hoping that we get an announcement at E3, maybe a trailer, maybe even some gameplay. I'm hoping it comes this year, but I wouldn't be surprised if that comes out next year. But I'm just really looking forward to it, and I would love to see it. Another game that's currently blowing up all over the world is Fortnite, as I'm sure you know. And sadly, it's pretty much on every single device right now, including iOS, except the Switch. So I think that game would fit right at home on the Switch. I've said this in the past. It runs on my crappy Mac, so I know it can run on the Switch. And after jumping into Fortnite on my phone and loving the aspect of it being portable, but hating the fact that it was touch controls, the Switch version, in my opinion, could end up being like the definitive version of Fortnite, because you get to take it anywhere you want around the house, and there's no touch controls. Or maybe even they could implement some Switch touch controls if you're playing portable, like to switch something or do something. I don't know, I think that would be interesting, but I really think this game's going to make its way to Switch. I think Epic knows right now that the Switch is blowing up, just kind of like how Fortnite is. Two things getting super popular. It only makes sense to combine them, and I think it's going to happen. It's only just a matter of time. I don't think it might not be an E3 prediction. I think we might actually see this announcement before then, but they're taking their sweet time, and they're making me all anxious because I just want to play it on Switch. And it's a free game. I mean, there's not many free games on Switch. To my knowledge, I don't think there's any, but I could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comments. But this would be a first free game on Switch, and it would totally make them a lot of money because it's obviously making a lot of money on every platform that it's available on. So Fortnite on Switch, I think it makes sense. Another series that deserves a grand return is Animal Crossing. We recently got Animal Crossing on iOS. I personally couldn't get into it, just wasn't what I wanted out of an Animal Crossing game, but I loved Animal Crossing New Leaf. It might even be my favorite 3DS game outside of the Zelda remakes, but that's kind of cheating. But Animal Crossing New Leaf, one of my favorite 3DS games of all time. I spent so many hours with that game. Me and my wife both got addicted. She actually got a 3DS to play that game with me. I would love this series to come back. I think it's perfect for the Switch because once again, you can take it with you wherever you want. Animal Crossing works so well on 3DS. And I'd love to see that continue on Switch. The only unfortunate thing is that the 3DS used Spot Pass, which allowed you to basically collect things from other people's houses if you walk past them out in the real world. The Switch doesn't have anything like that right now, but it could change in the future. I don't know. But I think Animal Crossing still deserves to come back swinging. I think they should implement more ways to decorate your home and stuff like that. They keep adding more and more stuff with every game. And I think the Switch version, they could totally do even more with the touchscreen. You could also design stuff just like the 3DS and the DS versions. I don't want to ramble too long, but I think Animal Crossing will work so well on Switch. And of course, Yoshi is on the way. We got a brief glimpse into what that game is like. But other than that, we haven't heard much else. This looks like another fun game in the Yoshi series. This game looks like it's implementing more 3D style stuff besides being just a 2D platformer, so that's pretty cool. As of right now, the title just says Yoshi, so we don't know if it's going to stay that or if it's just a working title and they're going to change it into something else. They'll probably change it, but I'm not really sure. I think this game is for sure coming out this year. I wouldn't be surprised if it's this fall, early this fall, because we know that they're going to really focus on bringing Metroid and Pokemon out, hopefully this year. But I'll get to that in a second. Yoshi, I think it's definitely coming this year, but I don't have much else to say about it. I just think it looks awesome, and I'm excited to see more. Now, there's the two big ones, Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon on Switch. We don't know anything about these games. We only got a logo for Metroid Prime 4, and we got absolutely nothing for Pokemon. So I don't really know what to say about them. I would be surprised if they made it this year. I'm really hoping at least one of them does, because as much as I love Smash Bros, and boy do I love Smash Bros so much, I don't know if it has the same impact that like Zelda and Mario had last year, and I want to see the Switch continue to thrive every year, just get better and better. So I think getting one of those out with Smash Brothers could definitely stand toe-to-toe with the Switch's 2017. But we don't really know if those games are coming. I'm really hoping one of them does. If I had to make a guess, I would guess that Pokemon makes it out this year if it's more like a 3DS Pokemon game. If it's a full like reboot and it's like way different, maybe like more third person, down behind the back, I don't think it's coming this year. But if it's pretty much a 3DS game up-resed on Switch, I could totally see it coming this year. But then again, they could surprise me. It could come this year and it could be freaking amazing and way unexpected. But I don't really know. We at least got a logo for Metroid, so maybe that tells us something that it's closer than Pokemon. But I honestly doubt it. I don't know when these games are coming, but I really hope one of them makes it this year. Another thing that I think we're going to see is maybe Call of Duty on Switch this year. There were some rumors a while back suggesting that that was happening. I wouldn't be surprised if that was true. Obviously, this would probably be a downgraded version graphically, but maybe they could implement something else using the Switch's features to make it unique and make people want to buy it on that platform. I'm not sure if Call of Duty speaks to anyone who owns a Switch or if they're wanting an experience like that on Switch. Be sure to let me know in the comments. I personally would probably check it out. I don't know if I would buy a $60 version of that game, but maybe if it was cheaper, I would check it out. That's just me personally. Like I said, let me know what you think. And finally, I think the last thing that we're going to get is more 3DS games that we don't want on 3DS. We want them on our Switches. That's what I think we're going to see, but be sure to let me know what you think. Do you think we're going to see something crazy, off the wall, new announcement, new IP, or maybe we'll see what Retro's working on if it's that rumored horror game? I would love that. I don't know how strong those rumors are, so don't hold me to that. But I would love to see something from Retro. I would love to see some Pokemon gameplay, some Metroid gameplay, and most importantly, I want some awesome Smash Brothers characters. Let me know your predictions down in the comments. I reply to pretty much everyone. And if you want to see more of this ugly mug, be sure to check out my other E3 prediction videos for Xbox and PlayStation coming soon on the PlayStation Enthusiast YouTube channel and the Xbox Enthusiast YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you guys later.